next 8 years, we will be accountable. Next 8 years, we will be liable. So we will be checked every now and then. Even if we have this, whether we have been able to do it well or not, I think that will be monitored very well. And if we have not been able to do that, rather, the money that is given to us will be taken back, and even a penalty will be imposed. So I think this is very, very important for us. We need to understand that very well. Especially nowadays when we talk about subsidy, incentives, there are people who misuse this. Who has misused this? We will not let that thing happen. That's the reason why, sir, we are there with you. We will support you in all the way. Yes, but we will see to it that only the genuine entrepreneur gets it. At least out of people that have been applying, at least 50-60%, or if 60-70% of it gets through, and if these things are being done right, I'm sure it's going to make a hell of a lot of differences in our state.
Earlier, the scheme was NEITS. It was Northeastern Industrial Development Scheme, and after 2 years, after lots of struggle from the Federation, industrial chambers, different chambers of commerce from Northeastern region, the so they relaunched this scheme, the central government. They were not in a mood to give this incentive because yesterday also we discussed about this scheme and we discussed in detail why the government has given. So just to give you a brief about this scheme, they came out with the scheme because now the central government thinks that they will provide the subsidies or any incentive on the production-based subsidy. Like the quality of they want to make India an export-oriented country. So by making an export-oriented country, they need inflow of foreign currency, and that can be done only through exports. So so they were not in a mood to again relaunch this scheme, but again due to lots of pressure from all the federations, they have come up with the scheme. But it's a very tricky scheme, and there are some complex, but again it's a very nice scheme. I must say that from last 15 years, when I am working with in the field of project finance, apart from the income tax matters in the field of project finance and subsidy, I think this is the best scheme till now the government has given for any state. The biggest question is, government is they keep on telling that this scheme is for 10 years. So practically, it's not for 10 years. It's just for it's for 10 years. The benefits can come from 10 years, but the government has kept a timeline for the registration. So any registration which has been done prior to March 2026, they will only be eligible to get the benefit in this scheme. So practically, this scheme is only for 2 years. And those who have done in the month of March also, if suppose anyone has done the registration, if any queries submitted and if no one replies, again the deadline to solve all the queries and getting the registration certificate is September 2026. So even if any business association or a businessman has done the registration but they are not replying to any of the queries, then again till September 26 it's upon the onus is on the businessman to get the registration certificate. Otherwise, again, they won't be eligible to get the benefit in this scheme. So, if we go through the slides, it's basically for the industrial, industrial expansion and to drive economy, to drive the growth of the northeastern region. Basically, this scheme has come up. It will be implemented under the supervision of DPIIT. DPIIT is the governing body for all the industry industrial wings, which are like the DICC, MSME. So they are looking after all the policy formulations and to implement the policies in the pan-India basis. So from Delhi, they will be monitoring about this scheme. So earlier NEITS and this scheme is almost same at the policy formation parts. So what are the features of the scheme? See, features, the problem is in our state, no one has taken, or few units have taken the policy benefit in the NEIDS, which was Northeastern Industrial Development Scheme.
And we will, so to say, very fortunate, privileged to have all those incentives without limits. But now, things are very different now, as Saravji has clearly mentioned. It wouldn't be like that. It's a backhand society. It's hand-holding. One has to be moving, one has to be doing something. Then only the hand holding is going to be provided. Earlier, as I'm repeatedly saying, it was everything on papers. So now there should not be any apprehension about, so to say, discrimination or whatever. There is no, though we want to do it, there is no scope. We have no place to do that. So it's just, I would like to remind the entrepreneurs present here on behalf of the department. There should not be any apprehension. The only thing is that there is no limit for the entrepreneurs, like not 50, 100, even thousands. Entrepreneurs can come up with their scheme. There is no bar. I hope there is no limitation of the entrepreneurs to have the schemes.
Nagaland TV, Sob Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter.